Hey guys, Nutty Buckeye back. I have got some new toys to review for you because I had a lucky deal where I had some store credit for Target. And as I was browsing their site, I saw something I was kind of surprised by. They actually had some JoyToy models. They were being sold by like a third party on Target. I have never picked up anything from them, and I've been very, very interested in their models. They're 1/18th, so they're the original Joe scale from, well, not the original, but the Joe scale that pretty much guys my age in the late 40s, pretty much 40s through 50s, grew up with, rather than big 12-inch Joes. But I am really stoked to check out that line of the scale, so I'm going to bust into these one at a time and go over them, and we'll get back and give you my opinion of them. But again, just wanted to let you know that that's what we're doing today for the channel, is going over these Corvus Belli Infinity models from JoyToy, and they represent Marauders of the 53/7th Ranger Unit for the Ariadne Army. But I guess follow along and we'll see what we can do as we get these opened. All right, thanks a lot. Give me a second. This is Soldier 1 of 4. They don't really have any other identifying marks other than just the big number 1, 2, 3, and 4 on him. And we're going to check him out first to the batch, just because, hey, got to go in numerical order. Let's follow the rights of law and order. Otherwise, it would be a world of chaos, and we all know where that would get us. This, again, is the first one I've ever opened, so I don't really know how these guys are packaged. Hopefully they're done securely in a way where things haven't been getting bounced around in the transport. Nothing left in the box. Oh, and if you guys were interested, I guess, on the box, the way you see it, got the picture of the model, the producer JoyToy, and then the name of the model that they're making. It's from Corvus Belli Infinity. You get the Army name, Ariadne, what the unit actually is, Marauders, 53/7th Ranger Unit, recommended for ages 15 plus, scale of 1/18th, shows the height here, shows the model number 1, and it's got like a unit patch. The side of the box, again, has the name of the company, the model they're making, some basic breakdown where it's made, barcode, and then a couple different pictures on the back of the particular model itself, number, and learn more about Infinity at the infinityuniverse.com. And then on the other side of the box, for modelers 15 years of age and above, actual model may vary from image in the box, some more legalese there. Top of the box, Corvus Belli Infinity. Bottom of the box, Corvus Belli Infinity. So that is what the exterior of the box looked like. When I pulled the plastic prison out, you see the model inside with, looks like a shotgun, a couple sets of hands. Everything else appears to be in the clamshell. Doesn't appear to be taped down. It appears to be on little clips there on the edge of the plastic prison holding him in. And lost a hand. Oh dear God in heaven, we're having a travesty here. Okay, everybody be cool, be calm. I found the hand. These are tiny little hands. They could easily get lost in the carpet monster if you're not careful. But I've got all the spare hands. I've got the shotgun. So there's nothing to be worried about. The Nutty Buckeye has things under control. But yes, for a moment there, things started to get nutty. Wow. My very first initial thought is straight out of the box, I am very impressed with the feel of these models. I was curious if they were going to feel like cheap plastic, like a really flimsy kind of a thing, but no, this is a durable plastic. I am liking the feel of it. The blade comes out, does not necessarily want to go all the way in, so I might have to mess with that off camera. But wow, it's not even, doesn't even feel like flimsy plastic like the old Joes were. I mean, not that they were flimsy by any means, but this is like a durable, you feel like you're feeling a model in your hands. It reminds me a lot of the feel of the honestly, the Valaverse and Action Force Valaverse models. So that is, I guess, the breakdown of how the model feels coming out of the package and how it was packed. But now let's go into what you get with the model. It had 3 separate hands. You've got this right hand and an open kind of like gesturing for a commander kind of a thing, or an order. Then you've got a left gripping hand, or yeah, it looks like a gripping hand. Followed by that, that was the right gripping hand. Then you've got the left gripping hand. And actually, this is sorry, I am all out of the side of my mouth. This is the left trigger finger. And on the model that was shipped, the way it was shipped, is a right trigger hand and a left gripping hand. So that's that. Also, you've got his pistol sidearm sheathed already in his thigh harness, thigh holster. Good God, easy for me to say. So that's another accessory. As you saw earlier, you got the knife. That is a separate accessory, but that's all on the model. The pouches and the shoulder harness look like they could come off, but I'm not seeing initially where they would peg together, so I don't want to risk that just yet. Could be up here where these shoulder armor plates go, but it looks like as if the gauntlets and these upper bicep armor plates can be removed if you've removed the hands. So that appears to be everything you get with the model as an accessory. And again, it's a really good looking, near future looking action figure. As for his posability and his articulation, his neck is a little stopped because of the armor plates, but he can look that far up, and he can look that far down, but he's basically just sniffing the inside plate of his armor, which after rucking it out for quite a bit, I'm sure it's like, woo, that's a bit stinky. And as for the side to side, there's side to side, he's loosey-goosey. He's got really actually not a bad point of view there from looking around. Arms, he can come up and hit a T-pose. Nothing's interfering with that. Even the armor plates kind of don't interfere. They easily move out of the way. And then after the T-pose is brought back down, his arm goes 360 degrees on a ball peg. Actually, yeah, it looks to be a ball peg on a hinge. And then another, what is that? Is that, I think that is just a single pinned, not a ball, but just a single pinned hinge, and works really well. I mean, you can get up and dig for anything that might be up there, keeping him from getting a full sinus clear. And that's with both arms. Both arms are that single jointed peg, but man, really flexible. Don't know how well they would hold that pose if you put them in a pose. As for the legs go that far forward, that far back, not really being impeded by anything. When you go to do the splits, the pouches do interfere a bit there, as it looks like he could do a full spread eagle Van Dam if the pouches were removed or slid down further. Then no drop down that I feel for the thigh. At the knee, it again is that, looks like maybe just a one double jointed seamless join there at the knee. Gets up that high. Doesn't get him close enough to kick his own butt. I think it's being hindered by some of the straps here, the one behind the knee. But he's got a upper thigh swivel. I thought maybe there was a boot one, but no boot one. Then he's got a nice rocker on his ankle with no, I was thinking there was a toe hinge because the way it looked, but no toe hinge. That appears to be the makeout of this model. I am gonna see how this fits with his equipment in hand. So there's his knife just so, and initially with we'll go the pistol first. As I'm taking my time getting this done on screen. Sorry guys. So that's kind of what he looks like with that initial pistol and knife. Not a bad looking soldier, if I say so. He's got peg holes in the bottom of him, but no peg stand sent with him. But I will just kind of put him here on my little display. And that is soldier number 1. I will probably do 2, 3, and 4 as separate videos, as they're all going to have probably just the exact same articulation we just went over. They are going to have different artillery and weapons and armory. Some have different things such as goggles, visors, things like that. Oh yeah, also the one on this guy, he also has a bazooka. Let's take a, or not a bazooka, sorry, I was looking at another model off the screen. He's also got his shotgun. So let's take a look at that one and see how the shotgun looks on him. Again, I can't tell you enough how much I love when models can put all of their gear on the model and you don't have to like leave anything behind, because when I was a kid, if I ever did that, more than likely I was going to lose anything left behind if it wasn't already on the model. Okay, the wrist guards apparently are separate too. They pop off when you're messing with the wrist a bit too much, so you got to be a little careful of that. And of course the peg is going to play willy-nilly on me as well while I'm trying to get the hand back on. Let's see if I can do this on film or if I have to back away from you guys. Looks like it's going to take it. So that is number 1 with his shotgun. And again, that model, in my opinion, looks fantastic. He felt like a solid, nice built model. He doesn't feel flimsy by any means. As far as this first one of number 1 done for this series, I'm actually very glad that I picked them up with that credit, because it feels like a nice action figure material. It's got some great accessories. The articulation on the guy is beautiful. Like, it looks like the knee plates can swivel around as well. So I keep saying, I know. I'm kind of blown away myself about just how nice this model is. And I was worried when I picked them up. I just thought they were cool looking, like distant future, like near future military, and I wanted to check them out. And I've heard a lot about JoyToy, especially as they've picked up the license for Warhammer 40,000. But these models from Infinity for JoyToy are fantastic. I can't say more. I can't say much more than that. These are just amazing, and I am really excited about getting into 2, 3, and 4. But I don't want to keep dragging you guys along with this video. So be sure to check back for videos on Marauder's 53 7th Ranger unit from the Corvus Belli Infinity Ariadna Army from the JoyToy action figure line. I am very excited to bust into those 3 and see how well those guys all work up. But in my opinion, I think JoyToy is a knock out of the park. This model, at least this first one, is fantastic. So thanks for being here. If you don't mind, if you've enjoyed the video so far, give it a like. If it helps you out, makes you think you want to try out JoyToy, let me know. Give me any comments you have on the video, whether you liked it, didn't like it. If you have questions about the JoyToy models. If you haven't subscribed, hey, help me out. Give me a chance for at least a month or so. See if it's something you enjoy watching some of my videos. And if not, hey, feel free to unsubscribe anytime you want. I just wanted to try and get a shot. But other than that, turn away from the darkness. Look to the light. There are people out there that care about you and do love you. Nutty Buckeye out. God bless. Peace.